Am I going to jail?
Yeah, that's why we're gonna walk this way, and I want to get you out of sight
What?
of the kids.
Watch as this cruel, heartless woman finally faces the karma she deserves, after police foil her evil plan to con a dying elderly relative out of all his possessions. For over 2 years, the suspect and her friend acted as caretakers for her 106-year-old relative with dementia, in hopes to gain his trust and access to his property. Upon his passing, they began squatting at his home, which raised legal issues when it was time for it to be transferred to his granddaughter, who was the next rightful owner. Police received a call from her for advice on how to legally restrict them from getting into the house, and to inform them of the squatter's child neglect. She immediately regrets her plot when she realizes it might be the reason she loses custody of her kids.
Yeah, so I am the granddaughter of 24. He was the elderly veteran owner of that property before he was conned by the Gaisford family. We've been in a long, ongoing battle over the home and the neglect of my grandfather that's obviously now apparent in the 4 unfortunate children who are involved in this case. I was recently told that Amanda is attempting to get a woman named Bianca Carter, who is an estranged niece of my grandfather, who has no legal rights to the house and who was also part of the con, is trying to get her to come to the house to take items from the house. I mean, I imagine they probably hawked a bunch of stuff or destroyed a bunch of things, but like my grandfather had like some family art, like things that were from Italy. And so I imagine Amanda is trying to send Bianca Carter there to take anything that could potentially be of value. So they were basically squatters in the home. So there's no way to like block entrance to the home or make it so that like until the investigation and court case is closed that they can't access it. Like this woman could just basically come to the home, no problem. Or
the thing is, that's like we can't really get involved with that. More of it's more civil at the end of the day.
These people are not legally entitled to this house. We're working on reclaiming possession as soon as possible. But if that person is like illegally living there, has not been paying property tax, and has literally driven the house into like complete unlivable conditions, like, and we're like, she was neglecting her children and having drugs and guns and like on top of the Disney DVDs, which is insane.
Right.
And so he passed away 2 years ago, and again, like I mentioned, the deed, he was 106 and had dementia, and they like conned the out of him. Like I can't even begin to tell you the amount of con artistry happening here.
Right. There's no owner.
The owner of the house is technically deceased, and the last legal owner is myself and my aunt and my uncle. Like if you follow the deed trail, we are the last legal owners, and we've been trying to fight for this house through this con for years.
Does any other family live here in Palm Coast?
Yes, my aunt lives in Flagler.
Okay, then she can go to the house and change the locks and stuff, like because she owns
the house and change the locks.
She owns the house, right?
Okay. All right, my lawyer said that we needed to wait for the legal process to change the locks.
Right.
Even though we technically are the last legal deed holders.
For us to do something, that the owner of the house has to be there present to be like, I want this person trespass. They can't come on the property. But it's like Amanda was living there with all her kids?
She was living there. Yeah, she was living there.
Until she got arrested and everything like that?
Yeah, because we were like, bound in this legal battle basically, and she sold the other house that she stole from my grandfather and then started basically squatting in this house.
So the whole time she was squatting in the house and nobody ever said anything about it? Was that the deal?
Well, we were saying stuff about it. I mean, we've been speaking with our lawyers and going through this whole process with our lawyers, but because it's so complicated, there's nothing really that the police could do because it's like this big ongoing court battle with like layers and layers of deeds being transferred back and forth, and then ultimately to our family and then post-dated. I can't even begin to explain how heartbreaking and tiresome and complicated this has been.
Like I said, it's all gonna be, it's all civil at the end of the day of it.
Okay.
Because it's like something that we can do on our part about it.
Sorry?
I said there's nothing we can do on our part about it. It's more of you got to go down to the courthouse and just
go down to the courthouse.
Yeah.
So if we were to go down to the courthouse, is there any way to block entry and entrance and make it so that the house is tied up while we finish this basically seizure of the property.
Whoever's the property owner that owns the house can do that, because that's
my aunt, myself, and my uncle.
Right. Then you guys, you guys are allowed to do that, because you don't want. But it's gonna be a whole thing of she was staying there at the time, and she basically established registry there, like saying, "Hey, I live here at this address," but then she had to prove documentation that she was living there.
Yeah, I mean, and no, like regular people will even be able to decipher that because of just how messy the whole thing is. Okay, all right. Well, I'll just reach out to my lawyer and have them really hit the gas, and I'll reach out to my aunt, see if my aunt can go down to the courthouse and put some type of. Do you know what the word is? Is it like, I don't even know like legal terms. Is it like an injunction, a no entry? Like, is there some?
It would be more an eviction.
An eviction.
Yeah.
But then an eviction technically allows her to have time to remove stuff from the property, right? And she'd be removing my grandfather's personal items.
Basically, her property she has to remove from the house. But what can happen is we can be present. We'll be present when she goes. Like, she has like 15 minutes to grab what she needs to grab, and be at the house. That'll be more of a civil standby.
Okay, so we could potentially have like you as well as one of our family members be there to make sure that she's not taking personal items from my grandfather if there's anything left.
Right, it'll be, hey, this belongs to the grandfather. Okay, you're not allowed to touch this because this is not yours. It stays here.
All right. Okay, thank you so much.
You're welcome.
All right, bye-bye.
All right.
Although the officers' hands were tied due to squatter rights and the ongoing court case, the terrible condition of the home and the presence of drugs and weapons around children was brought to their attention by the caller. Police launched an investigation which ultimately led to the suspect's arrest and allowed the granddaughter to recover her grandfather's property.
Hey, Miranda. Hey, can I talk to you real quick?
Am I in trouble?
Well, no, but we need to have a talk. All right. Let's come out here. Just following up with you. Alexi, DJJ kept them last night?
Yeah.
They did? Okay. All right, and so Alex and your 3 children that live here, right?
Yeah.
They do? Okay.
Is there anybody home right now?
Only the kids.
Only the kids?
Just the 3 of them right now?
Yeah. Am I going to jail?
Yeah, that's why we're going to walk this way, and I'm going to get you out of the kids. Hey, come on. Come on.
Why am I going to jail?
So I'm going to explain that here in a minute. All right? And we're going to get out of sight of your kids. I'm going to give you that respect. All right?
Can I at least have my daughter bring me my phone so that way I can call somebody?
We'll get anything you need.
What am I going to jail for?
You're going to go to jail on 4 counts. Child abuse. Okay? And I'm going to explain it
I
all.
was cleaning last night. I literally was...
Well...
Can I get shoes at least?
We'll get everything for you.
We'll get everything, okay?
Up to 212 on it. Up to 212.
We're going to have a whiskey on straw.
Should be 10:15.
That should be 10:15.
I'd say back.
All right, so what's going to happen, I'm going to take you to the jail. 4 counts of felony child abuse, okay? 1, as a mother, you're supposed to provide adequate...
I was cleaning the house, you guys.
Adequate care for your children. I don't think you've met that level based on our observations yesterday. It just the culmination of everything. I feel
literally
like you're
was.
kind of
I
culpable
promise.
and negligent.
No, can you please
okay?
listen for me a minute?
Is there any shoes that you want or need?
Yeah, can you ask my niece and nephew to get me my flip flops?
Well, I don't want them to see this. Okay, so
Can I
they had a bad day yesterday. I don't want it to double down. Okay, so.
I literally have a case manager, and I'm being honest with you. Call Brian Chavez.
All right. Well, I'm going off my observations. Okay.
Oh, no, I'm being serious. Call Brian Chavez.
I don't know who
and ask
Brian
him
Chavez is.
That's why I'm telling you. The DC case manager is Brian Chavez.
Okay. I've talked to DCF this morning. My investigation is based on my observations yesterday. Okay.
Call Leilani. Call Leilani. She literally took pictures the day before.
Okay.
Can you please? And then maybe you'll have a different change. You'll have a change of heart. I'm being serious. Call Leilani.
I do believe you're going to want to improve your situation, and I hope you do.
I literally was. I actually was cleaning the day. I actually had it cleaned up the day
That's
before.
a good start.
I've been here several times, okay? It has never. You can say you're cleaning now, but I've never seen any improvement to this property.
All right, but
And it's basically the totality of this investigation and our that we conducted. Okay, it's not just one day or any particular day
Please go
or any
get my
particular
phone.
thing.
Please, can you please get my cell phone so at least I can have it when I get out?
Okay. You want to get is there a wallet that they can grab for you too?
My ID's in my wallet. Everything's in my wallet.
Okay, I can get your wallet
In my phone. That's it. Everything's in my phone.
all right,
I just want my phone.
all right. I'm just gonna do a quick. You should just back my hands. I got to search. You don't have anything on you, do you?
No,
Think it's a
I don't have
poke prod or
bond.
be a hazard mouth? All right, if you
Wait a
could
minute.
just lean forward
Hold
over
on,
here.
right here, I may have a lighter in my
You might?
side.
All right,
yeah.
just spread your feet for me real quick. Can you face that way? All right, I'm just using the back of my hands. Is there any pockets?
No.
All right.
I don't even know my boyfriend's in this. Can you have him come get the kids, please?
I believe DCF's going to respond.
Okay.
But if you...
Can you call him to have him come stay with the kids until they come?
Well, we're going to stand by with him until DCF gets here, okay? But you're going to come with me. Is there any other adults in the house?
No.
No? All right.
That's why I asked you to call my boyfriend.
All right, lean back. You'll be fine.
No, I'm losing my kids. I'm
Well,
not gonna get him back, and you guys don't understand. I'm not getting him back now.
well, no.
Your phone's on your desk.
All right, I appreciate it.
Can you please dial my boyfriend? I'll tell you how to get into it.
Just hang tight.
Alright, man, I have to read this card to you. You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say may be used as evidence against you. You have the right to talk to an attorney and have him or her with you now or at any time during questioning. If you cannot afford an attorney, one will be appointed to you to represent you. If at any time you wish to stop talking or have an attorney present, all questioning will be stopped at your request. You understand these rights?
Can you please call my boyfriend and take care of my animals?
We will.
I honestly, I'm hoping I can.
All right. We're standing by with your house, like yesterday. We're not going to leave any animals unsecured or uncared
That's
for.
why I asked if you can call my
And then
boyfriend.
DCF is coming out, and like I said, DCF may come talk to you at the jail, and they're going to figure out arrangements for getting care for your children. Okay?
Can you call Stacy Redding? Have him call Stacy Redding.
I'm not going to be part of that. We're going to do paperwork. I'm going to be honest with you. Like, just leaving yesterday, and just all my observations. That's strictly what this is based off, is observations. You know, I hope that whatever comes of this.
Can you answer that? That's my son. Can you please? I need to know what's going on.
Hang on. Whatever comes of this, I hope you guys get to a better spot, okay? But this is where it's going to start.
Please, that's my son. I'm begging you. Please. That's my son.
Right now, I'm not permitted to answer phones like that.
Can you please just call my boyfriend? He'll take care of them. Please? I really can't lose my service dog.
You're not going to lose your property or your animals?
Can you call my boyfriend to take care of the
We'll
animals?
take care of that. DCF will handle that.
No, I'm being serious. He'll take my service dog. I have a service
Oh, you have
dog.
a service dog?
Yes.
Oh, you're talking about your boyfriend to take the dog.
Take the dog and my cats. Yes, he'll
Give
take
that
him.
info to Deputy Logs and he'll try to reach
I literally,
out.
and also, juvenile justice just called my phone. Can I please find out what's going on with my son?
We'll take
Please.
care of it right now. All right?
I just want to know what's going on with him. Like, I know
Well, he's
that.
in a safe place, right? He's safe. He's in jail.
I just want to know if he's able to get out. That's what it is.
Okay.
Because if
We'll cross that bridge, right? So I want you to know he's safe. You know, he's not on the streets. He's in a facility. He's taken care of.
What's a
he's being
good
fed.
number for your
All that
boyfriend?
can you get in my phone? I don't know the number. I think it's 864.
Are you allowing me to get in your phone?
Yes.
How do I do that?
Just his
Just
not
call him
used to
back.
it.
We're gonna be here for a little while.
Hold on, let me leave a message. Hey Richard, I'm getting arrested. I need you to come get Muttley and the cats, please.
Worst case scenario, Amanda, they'll go to the Humane Society here and they'll take care of them until you get out.
I mean,
They're not gonna give your dogs away or put them up for adoption or anything like that. So they're not taking. They're gonna hold them and kind of care.
yeah. Well, the house isn't.
You just got to let us know how many animals there are. Cause
I do know there's the cat that's in the pen is the one that I let outside. You can let her out. I
just leave her out?
You can leave her out. Just make sure she has food and water. Can you let my kids know I love them?
Yeah, we'll tell them. They're going in there now. I guess 2 of them are waking up.
No, they're getting ready for church.
They're getting ready for church?
They're getting ready for church.
Where do they go to church at?
They go to, Calvary.
Did you want to talk to your daughter real quick?
If you don't mind.
Alright, so it's just paperwork here on out, okay? And I really do hope this is the point where things change and improve for you, okay?
No, because you guys just got my niece and nephew taken from me permanently.
Well, that's not up to us, but...
No, it's up to the litigation case that I'm in.
Something has to change, Amanda. You know that.
Am I going to be able to get out today? Do you know?
I do not know that. They'll let you know what your bond is. It's up to them, until then.
Hey, Mindy? Can you put on speaker?
Hello?
Hey, Mindy?
Hello?
Hi, this is Deputy Vox. I'm with the Sheriff's Office. I've got Amanda's phone.
Yes, sir?
She's requesting that Richard go to her house and I guess secure her animals.
Wait, what's going on?
She's been placed under arrest.
Okay, where are the kids? Where are the kids?
They're with deputies right now. The Department of Children and Families is going to be responding.
No. Okay, wait. Okay.
So Amanda was trying to get a hold of Richard.
She doesn't know him.
Oh, you
I
don't?
don't know him.
Okay.
No, I do not know him.
Okay, never mind. I thought it said Richard on the phone.
That's my nephew's name.
No, I adopted her nephew.
Okay.
So wait,
Alright, well, I've got to drive. It said Mindy Richard, so Richard was the guy she wanted me to reach to get...
No, I was wanting you to answer so she can...
My son's name before I adopted him was Richard.
Oh, okay, I'm sorry.
That's okay.
Well,
okay.
I've got to go.
Where are the kids at? At the house?
They're
They're
waiting
at the
for...
house, but DCF's going to be responding. They're with deputies right now.
Alright, I'm on my way over there. Thank you.
Thank you, Mindy.
Alright, bye.
Alright, I thought that was Richard, so...
I'm not a mean person, so you don't have to worry about that.
Amanda, how long have I been working with you? Think about it. I remember when your kid got hit with the seatbelt buckle on the bus. I came out and did that report. I was there when...
And he's still been hit by again.
I was there when, I guess, that 106-year-old friend of yours that passed away.
The officer mentions a 106-year-old friend, who we know is the suspect's victim.
Bad person. One bit, not a bone in my body thinks you're a bad person. Okay? I do think you're in need of some help. I do think things need to change.
I was working on that. I literally had a case manager. Or I have. I don't even know.
So, no case, like, I'm going to tell you this, okay? No case manager, no other person's going to make this stuff better or change it.
She was just out the day before.
Okay?
She was out the day before with Family Home Builders. And she took pictures and she goes, I want this done by the time I come back on Monday. So we were working together to make a plan for everything to get done.
Well, and there's a culmination of things going on. I do think you've had a rough year. I understand that. And I get it's not easy, but there's also some things you got to try harder. As my supervisor even said, you got to try harder. And there's some things that you need to step it up on, okay? And my genuine hope, okay, from the bottom of my heart, is that it starts here, okay? And I hope...
It's not, because I just lost the two little ones permanently. You don't understand.
I hope it's
litigation
an
case
improved
against
for
them
you,
is to
okay?
prove I'm an unfit
But-
mother. You just gave every single piece of case to them.
No, I'm holding you accountable for what I believe you need to be held accountable for, okay?
The suspect also mentions losing her children due to the ongoing litigation case. As if it's the officer's fault, she chose to deceive an elderly man with dementia to steal everything he owns. The suspect was charged with 4 counts of child neglect and was subsequently charged with theft by deception of the elderly separately. Let us know what you thought about this video in the comments, and be sure to subscribe for more never-before-seen arrest footage.